our world is changing, especially in the last century. It's become more interconnected, and we are seeing global transformations in the world, global economy, global health problems, environmental problems that are having an impact across boundaries, across borders. So we cannot just be interested in what's happening within our state, within our nation anymore. Therefore, anyone who is aware of this and who wants to understand these processes better, who wants to change things for the better, they should study international relations. So we look at issues such as climate change, environmental degradation, war and conflict, capitalism and financial crisis, migration, state formation, any topic that you would think that has a broader range that is related to the wider global politics, but also from high-level global politics to the individual level.
We have one of the most pluralist departments in the country, which means that we have people working on pretty much anything you can think about when it comes to IR. And that group of IR scholars is not only pluralist, they're also serious experts. So they're doing research on all manner of really, really interesting things, and they bring that research to bear every single day in the classroom. So you will be exposed to new ideas constantly.
Although we are in an era of information explosion, I find myself actually know very little about what's going on in the world, and that's why I am very interested in studying international relations. And University of Sheffield is one of the most respected university in the UK, so it's a no-brainer for me.
We have a hugely diverse student body. Some students come through a fairly standard route where they will have done an undergraduate degree with us or in a similar politics department elsewhere, and they just want to study international relations to a deeper level to gain a better understanding of the field. Other people might come from a professional background, so maybe they already work in an international facing job, whether that be for government or whether it be for a private sector organisation or an international organisation, and they want to buttress their work experience with that kind of deeper intellectual underpinning. And yet other people come simply because they love the subject and they want to learn more about the subject. They want to do it often to quite a high intellectual level, and often those kinds of students may even go on further into doing doctoral work. They may go on to a PhD afterwards, and we have an exceptional record in getting students from our master's degrees into PhD programs.
From this program, students will get skills in communication, in thinking, analytical skills, research skills. That's the nature of international relations. It is a very big picture approach to understanding politics, and we will be looking at these issues from multiple perspectives, and they will get a chance to exercise, practice their learning in written and oral format throughout the program. There are two different types of assessments, and these can be essays or portfolios, and the second piece of assessment is dissertation. They will be completing that over the course of many months, and they will be choosing a topic that intrigues them, that's interesting, and they want to expand their understanding of that topic. So they will be conducting research, learn how to become a researcher, and write this piece using empirical information and produce an exciting piece of work by the end of their program.
I really enjoy the discussion during seminars with lecturers and fellow students. I think it's just really great because we can share different perspectives from different people. And I also really enjoy the module called Debating International Relations, which applied traditional theories to global affairs. By doing so, it also explored the weakness and strength of different theories.
But at Masters, you have a whole range of people, all ages, from all over the world, and the bonds you build are very special. Since we've stayed in touch with a lot of people we did our courses with, a number of them have joined the think tank with us. A few of them have got married, or we've been invited to the wedding, so it's really nice sort of bonds that have stayed on afterwards.
I think Sheffield is a really lovely city because it's got plenty of green environments, and overall I find Sheffield is a very friendly and dynamic, resourceful city.
I mean, the degree experience itself is unrivaled. We have people working in almost every area of the discipline, and they are working genuinely at the cutting edge. And those people are also often working in real world policy as well. So a number of our international relations or internationally focused academics are doing work on a daily basis for international organisations like the World Bank and the IMF, various United Nations agencies. They're advising governments, they're going down to give evidence to parliamentary committees and so on and so forth.
So currently, Ed and I, we co-founded a think tank called the International Development Research Network. And we focus on different aspects of European Union policy.
Our mission is to regenerate Europe for future generations. And to do that, we have a skilled team of young researchers who are really passionate about European policy issues, including international security and environment and climate change. And we just like to provide opportunities to young researchers to research what they're passionate about.
After finishing my master's, I would like to do a PhD. I probably will focus on the international relations in the Asia-Pacific region, focus on the dynamics and development in the area.
So my advice for anyone thinking of studying a master's at Sheffield is just to go for it, just do it, not to be held back by any worries you might have. I think before looking at a master's, people think, what will I write my longer dissertation on? Will I fit in? Will I enjoy the courses? I think if you go to an open day and you find a university that you like the feel of, Sheffield has a lot of that. And if you find modules that really interest you, you can work out the rest on the way.
I think like coming into it, at least Ed, like I know his research was focused on like Japanese political theory, and me, I was more focused on Latin American, and now we're both like very European focused. So I'm kind of like, just because you have this one research interest, like when you start, it doesn't mean you're gonna always stay there. And I think you shouldn't be afraid to branch out and explore other disciplines or topics, because that's just part of like being in politics, is like you're always going to find other interests, and as long as you have the skills like for researching and like those in place, like you can branch out to anything else after.